Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Armor Breakdown series. This is episode 8 and today we're going to break down the original Gold Suozi Armor, also known as the OG or Old Monkey King's Armor. This is one of the most iconic armor sets in Black Myth Wukong, and we're going to see if it's really the ultimate defensive armor or if others, like the bulking armor, are still better. Now, how to get the armor. You'll come across this armor set in chapter 6, once you've defeated the Supreme Celestial Inspector and obtained the Cloud. Summon the Cloud and go straight up towards the area where you started chapter 6. On the uphill path to the right you'll find a chest containing the full armor set. Now let's talk about first impressions. At first glance, this set looks like it does absolutely nothing. No special effects, no visible bonuses, but once you wear the full set, your defensive stats shoot way up. In fact, this is the most defensive set in the game. That being said, I personally feel that the bulking armor somehow feels more powerful. And if you want to see my full bulking armor breakdown, you can check the link in the description. Now let's explain the set bonus, because it does has one set bonus. So what does the Gold Suozi Armor actually do? It has one main bonus, and that's the 4-piece set bonus. Each time a new great saga talent is awakened, the defense of this armor set increases. Meaning, if you complete the game multiple times, collect all the sparks and awaken all your talents, the defense will scale up to its maximum potential. Now, let's start comparing it directly to other defensive armor sets like the Pilgrim set, the GaleGuard set and of course the bulking set. For this I picked the most defensive curios and spirits available, so we can see the true difference. Keep in mind though that there are a few curios you could swap out for more damage reduction or bonuses, or even take another spirit like top takes bottom, bottom takes top. But this is an armor breakdown video and not a build video. If you want me to make a perfect build for this armor set, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. Now for the weapon, of course we're using the Dark Iron Staff. Why? Because this one gives you attack based on your defense. So every time you use a very defensive build, take the Iron Staff. And with the Gold Suozi Armor equipped, we reach a defense of 901. Now let's switch it up and compare it to the other armor sets. With the bulking armor equipped, we drop to 769. As you can see, if we then equip the full GaleGuard armor set, we drop to 677. And with the Pilgrim armor set, it goes down to 669. So it's very clear that the original Gold Suozi armor has the most defense by far, hitting at 901 defense. But how does it actually perform in battle? To test this, I went up against our fan favorite, the Wandering Wight. First I let him land a hit on me. Keep in mind, on the highest difficult level, Great Sage, this guy really hits hard. Even with this armor it does a lot of damage. But with the Dark Iron Staff equipped, I can also deal a lot of damage back. A full focus bar with focus points push my critical hits between 9000 and 10,000 damage. But more importantly is the defense, because we're talking about a defensive armor set. And like I said in the beginning, I find that the bulking armor just feels more powerful. But is that really true? Let's check it out. If I switch to the bulking armor, the incoming damage isn't that big of a difference. As you can see, it's almost the same as with the full Suozi armor. So I did try out the GaleGuard set and the Pilgrim set to see if there's still a little bit of a difference in defense, and as you can see here, there is a small difference. They do a lot more damage to these kind of armors. But for me, for so many points more of defense, I think it's just not enough to make a real difference. And that leads me to a big conclusion in Black Myth Wukong. defense as a stats itself is a little bit overrated. So what does that mean for the Gold Suozi Armor? Is it still a great set? Especially if you want to maximize your defense and get the most out of the Dark Iron Staff, since that weapon skills with defense. Overall, I still believe that the Wukong armor is the most defensive set in the game, mainly because it has more bonuses that add to its effectiveness, not just raw defense. So the original Gold Suozi armor, or the OG Monkey King's armor, is definitely the king of defensive numbers. But in practice, I'd still go for the Wukong set. If you want to see the full Wukong review, check the link in the description. And if you'd like me to put a full build video of this armor set, let me know in the comments. And that's it for episode 8 of the Armor Breakdown series. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.